It's the coronavirus scare of 2020. You can't find toilet paper, you can't find Lysol, you can't find hand sanitizer. It's all gone. People are panicking. People are freaking out. There is hysteria. What's gonna happen? I get it. These are scary times. But they don't have to be. So first, we just want to remember those who have been affected by the coronavirus. We want to be sensitive to that. You know, this is a disease that people have died from, and we don't take that lightly at all. And so our thoughts and prayers go to those families and go to the people who are suffering from this. And the truth is, even though you may not have the coronavirus, you probably don't even know anybody who has the coronavirus. The coronavirus is affecting all of us because there's widespread panic and fear and questions. What if? There's this uncertainty, this unknown. What do we do? So I wanted to give you some clarity and give you some vision around that. As a church, we've been asking the question, how do we best come alongside people and help people navigate through this panic? How do we help people navigate through this pandemic? And I met with some of my coaches, I've met with other church leaders, and just looked at what's going on in the news, looked at what the government is sharing with us as far as how to best handle this. So in light of all that, I want to give you our plan moving forward as a church when it comes to dealing with coronavirus 2020. So we meet at the Norva currently, and so we've been in talks with the Norva, and they've made the decision to postpone all their shows, and also they've said that their building is going to be shut down until further notice. So the decision's really been made for us, and we agree with the decision. I think it's a wise decision to help lower the curve, to help flatten the curve of spread of this disease. So because of that, we will not be meeting together as a church publicly in one location. However, through the power of technology, we will be able to meet together as a church abroad. And so here's what we're going to do. We're in this series right now called The Thin Red Line. It's a great series. If you haven't listened to the first two sermons in this series, you got to go back and listen to it on our podcast, catch up. What we're going to do is we're going to record the sermon, and it'll be either live stream or it'll be just recorded, and we'll post it so you can watch it at your leisure. But I want to encourage you to tune into this sermon. It's going to be a great one. It's called Prepare for War. And we're still doing this, and we're going through this series. Here's why: because men need to know how to be good men, and so we want to equip you with that. So we're not postponing this series for coronavirus. So this Sunday, tune in, watch abroad. We are still the church. Now, as far as meeting in future Sundays, it's going to be as the situation develops. This is an emerging situation. Things are changing all the time. New information is coming out all the time. So we will keep you updated when we find out and when we know more about what the next several Sundays look like. But as far as this Sunday, we will not meet together in one location. Now, you can still connect in community online through our social media platforms. You can still check out the content that we have. You can still be generous online. That's one of the great things about online giving. You can still be generous even though we don't gather. So a lot of great ways to connect online and through technology. And again, we'll keep you updated as the weeks go by. Now, as we think about how should we respond in the situation of coronavirus, here's what we've seen. There's widespread panic, hysteria, fear of the unknown. What's going on? And you see it when you go to the stores. You can't buy some of the essentials that you need. So here's what I want to encourage you as a Christian, as someone who's following Jesus. And even if you're somebody who isn't following Jesus, I believe that if you look to Jesus, you'll find hope. I believe if you look to Jesus in this situation, you'll find the path for you to take. And it's this: the scriptures say that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but the spirit of a sound mind, of discipline, and of love. And so here's what I want to encourage you to do. Don't give in to that spirit of fear. Don't give in to the hysteria and the panic. Don't freak out. Here's why: because you know the one who holds the world in his hands. You know the one who walks with you in the storm. You know the one who's with you in the valley of the shadow of death. You know the one who holds all things together. And so because of that, may God's peace and grace and calmness surround you and just envelop you. And listen, I want to encourage you as a Christian, don't give in to the fear, but be the light of the world. Show people what it looks like to live with peace. Peace, peace, peace. This is what we want. This is what we long for in our life. So I want to encourage you, be safe. Again, we're making this decision to flatten the curve and just minimize any exposure to this. But don't give in to the fear. Stay strong. Continue on in peace. And remember, we'll just keep you updated through our social media, through our website, and also through email. Thank you so much for being a part of this movement. And the best really is yet to come, coronavirus or not.